Ew.
Ew.
I just need to do this again.
All right.
It's one of those days where I just want to
pop a fan.
Purr. Sorry, audio listeners, if that was super loud. Did not intend it to be that way, but whatever. Hello, and ciao. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay, and it is a little late for me to be drinking caffeine, even though I normally do at this time, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just drinking water because hydration is very important.
Wonderful. And hello, and hi. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I too, Logan, am just drinking water because hydration is important. And it's a little late to have caffeine, even though I probably will still have some later. But that's just who I am as a person, and I don't value my sleep. But it's okay. I'll get it done.
You and me both, sis. You and me both.
But if we were drinking something a little more smaller, a little more cuter, and a little more hotter, it'll probably be in our cup mug.
I was using it earlier today.
I know. I saw you, and I was very happy that you were using it. But you can also use your cup mug and get one at lanagcreations.etsy.com, where we do ship internationally and domestically in the United States. So there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Italy. I'm looking at all of you. Get your cup mug or any of our cup merch. It doesn't have to be the mug. We have a lot of stuff. Period.
Purr. We are back. We are now officially 2/3 of the way through season 3 of Drag Race Italia. And I'm still loving this season.
I am too. I'm very happy.
This was a fantastic episode. A great roast top to bottom. And I really enjoyed it.
I did too. I enjoyed this. And I will say this, I was not that hyped up on this season because a lot of people were like, Italia's not going to give you what you're looking for. But I'm like, they were wrong this season because I'm very hyped up about this season. This was a very good episode. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. And yeah, it was fun.
So we are going to talk about the episode. Before we do, make sure to subscribe because we're here almost every day of the week giving you almost everything drag and drag race and other drag and additionally furthermore and therefore all that. And if you are a fan of reality TV, over at The Cup TV, we cover almost all things reality TV. And if you're a fan of Eurovision, we have The Cup ESC, where we talk about almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. Both of those links available in the link tree in the description below, as well as in our end card. So stay tuned to the end of the video. So we start this episode. Everybody is coming back into the workroom. We lost Prada.
Bye, Prada.
And she listed every single person's name on that mirror. And I was like, oh.
Yes, she did.
Even Sheeva.
Sheeva's. Although Sheeva was still shady to her, even in this episode. But it's okay. Whatever.
Yes, and we come into the workroom the next day. Priscilla or Mariano. I kind of just want to call him Mariano. So I'm going to. Mariano walks in.
Yes.
Mariano walks into the workroom. And we are also joined for this mini challenge by Paolo Camilli.
Yep.
And no Chiara Franchini. And I was like, oh no, where's Chiara?
I was like, they called Chiara and a pit crew member came out. And I was like,
a very lovely pit crew member came out. I was like, I love every time we get to see the bear guy on the pit crew. I was like, yes.
I was like, hello.
You're not Chiara Franchini.
You're not Chiara, but hey. And then they called her again and nothing. So they're like, I guess we're going to have to do this by ourselves then. All right.
Yeah. So the mini challenge this week is recording a video, quote unquote, for Chat Noir, the newest dating app for widows. This is stupid.
This is so stupid. So stupid, but I enjoyed it.
I was not mad at it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Everybody made me laugh at some point.
There were the people that stood out to me weirdly was Sheeva. I thought Sheeva did a pretty good job. Where she was just like all the things. It literally felt very Lady Gaga. Club, another club, bus, no sleep, plane, club, another club, another. Like it felt very that, and I loved like the dominatrix edge that she took to it. I thought that was a very interesting way to go about it. But she didn't win.
No.
Lina won.
Good for Lina.
I don't particularly remember what Lina did.
I thought Silvana was funnier.
I think Silvana could have definitely won this mini challenge.
I thought Silvana was funnier. I honestly thought Melissa was funnier.
Melissa was funny.
But they say Lina, so good on Lina.
Yeah. So we move to the Maxi challenge and we find out that it's the roast. Woo. And only after Priscilla and Paolo leave that they get a note. And we find out that Chiara's dead. Oh,
Chiara, no. Gone too soon.
No, yeah. Yeah. But not really. But yeah, so it is the roast of Chiara Franchini. And we learned that, and we cut straight to the next day. The workroom.
Yep. And Lena's gonna pick the order because she won the mini challenge.
Yes. So we're getting ready the next day. We see no preparation for the roast whatsoever. But you know, I've learned that we just don't see the preparation for challenges here on Drag Race Italia.
We don't need to. Why?
Nope.
Why do we need to see that? We just need to get right
honestly,
into it.
I'm fine with it.
Me too. I'm perfectly okay because I feel like the preparations part is fluffy, and I don't need fluff in the middle. Just get right to it.
But then it sometimes brings us very, very attractive choreographers. So
very true. Very true.
But we got some hot guys in the dance challenge, so you know what? I'll take it. We then get this really powerful story as everyone's getting ready for the roast between Melissa and Silvana, talking about growing up and the struggles of growing up, you know, being a little bit more fuller figured as a child, which I can relate, directly able to relate to this conversation, both of us. So I was like, oh, I'm happy to hear this whole story. And then we really dive into Melissa's story. We've heard a lot about her transition, and we've heard a lot of like the positive things and some of the negative things about her journey with transitioning. And we hear a lot of like the struggles that she had, and like potentially like thinking at one point maybe
stop the transition, maybe go back.
Transitioning, exactly, yeah. And just like not having the confidence in herself, and you know, coming to Drag Race as has been a way for her to reinforce her her identity as a trans woman and be in this space where it's so welcoming and open, and she's being praised for the things that she's good at. And I mean, it was just another thing that just made me fall in love more and more and more with Melissa.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just like, this woman. Oh,
I love her.
Love her. Love her so much.
I love her. Just she's
wonderful. And you know what? She is wonderful. She's amazing. But then we get some little makeup moments, and then we go.
We're already there.
We're already there. Ow. We love that.
Her. Priscilla looks lovely.
Stunning.
Not my favorite thing she's worn.
No. But looks good.
The is it tiger print? Is that what this is? Yeah. The tiger print bodysuit underneath.
Yeah.
Nude, but also this like black.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
This is definitely up there for me in Priscilla looks, though, I will say.
She eating now.
Simple, effective, lovely, wonderful, and great. And our guest judge this week is Anna Della Russo. Now, I have no clue who this woman is.
Me either.
I'm going to be honest. She didn't provide a whole lot for me.
She did not. She did not.
The moments that she did provide, I noted it when I was watching this with my roommate. The moments she did provide were either stringing words together into an incoherent sentence or actually giving pretty good critique about fashion. I think she's a model or was a model.
I think she's a fashion person. Yeah.
Definitely a fashion person. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. She seems very, it's like model. She's giving advice where she can give advice. And some of it was very good. And some of it, I think it was Lina's specifically. It just felt like words strung together in a sentence.
Right. I agree.
I'm like, okay, girl.
Okay. Sure.
What killed me though was the fucking Chiara Franchini cardboard cutout. The cardboard cutout. The fucking cardboard cutout.
Oh god. Oh my gosh. This episode was just stupid. From beginning to, it was just stupid, but in the best way possible to be stupid. Like everything, every little gag they did, I was like loving and laughing. It was hilarious.
Yeah. I agree with you. So, the roast of Chiara Franchini. I thought overall the roast was very good.
Yes. Some of these looks, I could only get them standing close. They didn't have a lot of...
It happens.
Some people didn't move away from the podium at all.
You did the best that you could with what you were given, Lana, and we appreciate you for it.
Yes, thank you.
So yeah, our order for the roast, we had Sypario open with then Sheeva, Lina, Leila, Melissa, and Silvana closing the show. I thought overall it was very strong. For me, there was a very clear top three, bottom three.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I thought, I mean, spoiler, I agreed with the judging in this episode.
Spoiler.
Like, what is this?
Me too, completely.
Gasp.
Me agreeing with the judges. Who
I
does
know.
that?
I thought Sypario came out and it was fine. But it felt more stand-up comedy than it did roast. Was ultimately like my issue with it. But it wasn't bad.
Not bad. It was just It was it was okay. It wasn't nothing special. Like Nothing just made me like fall out of my seat laughing, but it was all right. It was fine. It was fine.
My favorite part of Sheeva's was that she brings out the giant
flower,
the flower wreath. I think it was. She was just like, ah! Who had your favorite crying moment, Lana? Because I have an answer.
I think my favorite cry was Silvana for me.
Sure.
It was the. I was like, but I did enjoy Melissa's.
Melissa's was my favorite. Brazil, 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 Brazil.
Like, I love that too. My top 3 cries was my top 3 people. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
Because Lina's was actually pretty good.
Yeah, she was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that both Melissa and Silvana took a very similar approach in being like, the friend of Chiara.
Right.
And like making up scenarios that like, they
remember
together.
When we went to Brazil and we were
I was like, oh, I did not realize that Chiara Franchini was this much of a slut. Okay.
I mean,
all right now.
Chiara loves to have a good time.
It seems like it. But yeah, I thought taking that approach was a really smart thing to do in this instance, because then you could just make shit up.
Right.
And that's the most fun part of a roast, is just like kind of making shit up.
Exactly.
But I thought Lina, top to bottom, had, you know, the set was strong.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I think her delivery for me was the best as well, which I think aids to why, spoiler, she won. She had the conviction in her words. Silvana had the conviction. There were moments where it felt like she was thinking about what to say next. And I felt that way with Melissa as well. Lina, it all flowed very beautifully. I thought it was lovely and fine.
Yeah, my issue with Silvana that I just was small is that she was relying too much on the paper. Like, she wouldn't leave the podium because she had to keep looking back at her notes. And I'm like, that's the thing, difference with Lina. Lina knew her stuff. Like, she memorized what she wanted to say, and she came out and she just said it. And Silvana was like, on the paper, and Sister Chiara. Oh, Chiara. And it was funny, but it was just back and forth. Yeah.
Oh, what did Silvana say when she came out? It was Hasta de Sparta or something. It was despair. And I was like, okay, that's cute. If you're gonna do the Hasta Mañana the whole season, I'm like, at least there's a variation to it. Yeah. At least we're getting something a little bit different from it. And I'll take that. I don't mind it. And then Leila, I thought, was fine.
Okay, she was fine. She was all right.
She took the this is what Chiara's taught me throughout Drag Race angle, which I think for her is a very smart angle. And it was funny. She had some jokes, but some of her jokes were jokes that had already been made.
Exactly.
Or like topics that had already been made. And so her just being fourth in the roast kind of like, yeah, it didn't aid her in any particular way. Exactly. But again, I don't think she did horrible.
No.
It was a serviceable job. But,
Agreed.
Yeah. Where would you want to go in the roast lineup, Lana?
I would probably want to go either second, because I don't know if I would feel like I'm struggling to open it, because I don't want that. Or I would want to go second to last.
Yeah.
Because if the person is before me is weak, I come out strong. Even if the person behind me is stronger, I'm still better than the one before.
Yeah. I think I would either want to go first or second. I think I would feel confident enough in my jokes to where, like, if I needed to go first, I could, and that way, like, no one would take my jokes. But also, if the first person doesn't do as well, I can come in and bring in, like, some good comedic timing and feel a little bit confident in going second. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the roast?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, cool.
Good.
Nah, this is cute, Lana.
This
is cute. Category is Death Makes You a Drag Queen. Or Death Becomes a Drag Queen. Death becomes her.
Death becomes her, yes. But
now, Lana, what would you do for this category?
I would do like an Undertaker thing. Or maybe maybe like a Grim Reaper type, but make it fashion. Like I would cinch the waist up the Grim Reaper thing, cinch it up, put some bedazzles and jewels on it, and then I will have it long like a train and all of that with the little shredded ends, how Grim Reaper has it. Have my little sickle, you know, and my little hood, but then I'll take my hood off and I have this amazing wig on, this, you know, all of that. I'm a diva dead. I'm dead, but I'm a diva when I go.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would just do it. I would definitely make the Grim Reaper look very fashion.
Sure.
Yeah.
I support that.
Cute. But yeah, that's what I would do. What would you do?
I think it would be very difficult for me to not reference Death Becomes Her. And so I think I would probably end up doing Death Becomes Her with the hole in her stomach. I think that would be like the obvious pick for me. I think otherwise I would probably go a little more referential with it than anything. I would also maybe do Clue.
Oh.
I think doing Clue, oh no, what is her name? Oh God, it's gonna bother me. Madeline Kahn in Clue. Was she? Yes. Okay. I would do Madeline Kahn as Mrs. White. Because my favorite line from Clue is where she's like, flames on the side of my face, burning. And so I would come out as Mrs. White with flames on the side of my face. And so like that's how I died, is that there were flames on the side of my face.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would just be the one to kill everybody. I want to be death. I don't want to die. I just want to be death.
Totally.
But yeah.
First up, Sypario. Now, I know this wasn't her fault. And it was all to do with the camera angles. But I think it would have had a lot more visual impact had we not seen the blood and the knives on her back until she turned around.
Yes, agreed.
And that's not her fault.
No. That's probably what she wanted, but I
think so.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a good look.
When she came out, I was like, oh, what's this? She's target practice? But then I was like, oh, I get it. Got it. And it made sense when she did turn around and we saw the knives and the blood in the back. And I was like, ugh. And the way she did the blood in the back was so good. I love that she kept it very clean in the front.
Yeah.
Very clean. And we're getting shape from Sypario, which I'm loving and we wanted. And so
we've been asking for it. I'm thrilled.
And I'm thrilled because we got that very hourglassy shape we got. It's great. I like the look. I wasn't mad at it.
No, I agree with you. The way that the blood was done in the back with all the jeweling, the intricacy was there. We don't have a photo of it here because we'd probably get flagged, honestly. So I appreciate you not grabbing it. But the way it was all done was so masterfully done. You could tell that it took a lot of time stoning.
Yes.
And I do appreciate that. All of the prosthetic work with the knives as well was fantastic. I thought this was really spectacular from Sypario.
Yeah, it was a good look. It was very good.
Of course.
Both of us think gorgeous.
I'll go first. I never go first with my score.
Yeah, please.
It's full for me, honestly.
It's a 97 for me.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Silvana della Magliana.
Heart ode to Little Shop of Horrors, and I love it.
It's good.
It's good. I'm a fan of this look. I'm a fan of Little Shop of Horrors, so I was like, I get it right away. It was good. I love this wig. Miss Silvana always comes through with the wigs.
Yeah.
She always comes through with the wigs. I love this wig. It's so drag and it's so good. I liked it. I really did like this look a lot too.
We have seen an Audrey 2 reference done on Drag Race before, I will say. And that one was a lot more grandiose and big. It was huge. Huge presentation of it. It was incredible. This, I like this because it's a little bit more fashion. This is my favorite thing Silvana has worn on the runway this season. And I'm happy that if her fashion is going to peak sometime, it's at the end. Because, you know, we've been all over the place with Silvana and her fashion.
Yes.
But this, it's so perfectly shaped. I love the trumpet skirt at the bottom. The way that the leaves are coming out in this beautiful, like, angular way is lovely. The tongue coming up. All of it just looks so good together. This is the best her makeup has looked. On this season as well. I love that we have the little blonde streak, which feels very Silvana. The only thing I will say is I wish it hit the floor, but I still think it's a lovely look.
Scores.
I'm going to give Silvana a 97.
I am going to also give Silvana a 97.
Just because it doesn't hit the floor.
It's still good.
It's so good, though.
It's still good.
Next up is Sheeva.
She is a disco queen. You know what? I don't hate this look either.
I don't either.
It's actually really good. I like that she has the blood in the wig in the front, and then we see she's got the disco ball on the side of her head. That's how she died. And then she has disco balls on the hips, and it's not a bad look. I'm actually not mad at this either. It's actually pretty good. She looks good. Her makeup is really pretty in this. Yeah, I'm not mad at this at all.
I'm not mad at it. I do agree with what Paula was saying about not being able to see the disco ball in the head. And so I wish the wig, because I like the wig. I think the wig looks lovely. But I wish the wig was all to one side. So that way we could very clearly see the disco ball on the side of the head. Because otherwise it just looks like you kind of stained the roots of your wig a little bit. And then it's like, I don't know.
Right.
The dress itself is cute. I love a big black and white paillette moment. I love the way that it flows down from the bodysuit. I love the disco ball on the side, the disco ball purse. I think it all is cute. I just want it elevated to a bit of a higher level.
Agreed.
Like I want more fringe coming off of the base of that skirt. Yeah, that's kind of like, I just want everything to be a little bit bigger and a little bit cleaner. That's all. But
a disco ball fascinator would have been great.
If you're gonna do it with this wig, I want the disco ball on the wig with like on the top of the wig. You could even put it like right in the front on an angle. Like that, I think would have been a little bit more effective.
Especially if she took half the ball and it was like going into her head. Like
exactly.
The disco ball and then the rest landed on her head.
Off with the wig.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, it's not a bad look by any means. Her makeup here is gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Her makeup always looks good though. That's the one thing I can say about Sheeva is that her makeup is always going to look good.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Of course.
I'm going to give her an 83.
I'm actually going to give her a 90.
Oh, good.
It's still good. I still like it.
Okay. Next up is Leila Yarn doing oil slick, ocean pollution, realness. Yes,
I like this dress. Here's the thing. I like the concept. I like what she did with the dress because
Yeah.
it does look like water with the oil slick and the crest of the tide at the top and on the shoulder. It looks that way. What I don't like is this hair and makeup. Like it's just you don't have just because you're giving a serious message, you don't have to
Yeah.
downplay yourself and your makeup. Like it would have been so great if she would have still gave up like a whoosh kind of wig, where it's like the wave is of the wig.
Yeah.
Her hair is like swooping up in the wig in the wave, and it would have been so cute. Give us dramatic makeup in the eye, and the crest of the eye is the crest of
Sure.
the wave. Like
Sure.
I wanted her to go all the way there, and she just kind of left it at how beautiful the dress is, because the dress is beautiful, but
Yeah.
she just relied on the beauty of the dress and not in the rest of the presentation for me.
What I will say though about, because I do agree with you on that. What I will say is I love that she has the like bloody nose effect, quote unquote, with the oil spill. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
really smart.
Mm-hmm. But
the issue, because I would have loved if she had done like the crest of the wave in that like white and light blue on the eye. I think that would have added up a very nice detail. I don't mind a wet wig with this, is what I will say. I like the idea of a big like updo whatever situation, but I think there's a way that she could have done this and pulled it off and just like made it even sleeker, because it's
she
wet
been an
hair, but
oil
it's not.
sleek.
Well, it's not wet enough. That's the issue. Is like the hair is, you can tell the hair is wet. It's just not wet enough. And so I want it to just be plastered to her head.
Yeah, I would have loved it just been an oil slick hair.
If it was a black 40 inches middle part down the back,
straight down, bust down, ooh, and just slick.
That's what I want.
Oh, yeah, that would have been it. That would have been it. Oh, it would have been perfect if she would have did that, and then the song they had to do for the lip sync.
I know. But yeah, the gown is gorgeous. So
yeah, scores.
I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna also give Leila an 83.
I'm gonna give her an 80. Miss Lina Galore.
Now, let me tell you something, Lana. I don't know if you've seen, but I am a little, not that I am happy that our dear friend Sissy Lee is not on Drag Race Italia anymore, but I'm very happy she wasn't here for this episode. Because she also did an Iron Maiden look. I think both looks are great, is the thing. I love this. I absolutely love this. And the way she was like, the only way they could get Lina to shut up was to torture her. I love it. I'm so here for it. It's such a good look. It's her makeup, but still done in that very, like, everything fits together. The wig is gorgeous. The coat with all the spikes is gorgeous. It's lovely.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. Like, when she came out with the coat, I was like, oh, what is this? What are we going to see? When she took it off, I did not expect that. Like, I didn't expect it, but I loved it. Like, the spikes on the inside of the coat, which now spiked all over her body, and she's so good. The hair, the makeup, the makeup with the blood coming out of the eyes. It's so this was dang near perfection. This was so good. This was one of my favorite looks Lina came out with this season. I love this look.
Yeah.
Scores.
Duh. I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that sentiment up, because last up, Melissa Bianchini. Bitch. I have one qualm with the look.
What is your qualm?
The prosthetics could have been better. The prosthetic work, I like that we're seeing something different from Melissa. I just don't know how much experience she has with prosthetics because the prosthetics don't look as good as I know they could look. They look good. But it was lifting up at certain moments when you saw her standing on stage. There was a little bit of lack of intricacy with the actual application of the prosthetic. But otherwise, this is spectacular in every possible way.
I didn't mind the prosthetics. It didn't bother me. I didn't pay that much attention because I was too busy going,
Sure.
It was so good. What is it? Episode 8? 8 for 8.
Literally.
8 for 8 on the runway. 8 or 8, period. Melissa is
so good.
So good. She looks so good. The singed dress, the chandelier, all of it. Everything about this was so good.
The color of this is gorgeous.
Yes.
The way that the chandelier is draping off of her. How did she pack this?
I don't even know. She put
it
in a box.
I guess. Like, I love that she was holding the sash as she came out too. Like the whole story of the look was so.
Yes. That was so good. Gorgeous.
Duh,
indeed.
So we got our results. We find out that our top 3 of the week. I agree. Lina, Melissa, and Silvana.
Agreed.
And I really thought that this was going to be Silvana's second win.
Oh, I know. I didn't.
I thought we were going to get a Silvana win.
I didn't.
Oh, we got a Lina win.
Good for Lina. Good for Lina.
Purr. Very excited.
Purr indeed.
Very, very, very excited.
And it was deserved.
Very deserved.
I will say it was deserved.
Very, very deserved. So we have that. We also have our bottom 3. None of which were bad.
No. But they just weren't as good as the top 3.
Exactly.
It just comes down to that sometimes.
Yeah. I think based on everything, runway and challenge included, I did agree with the bottom 2 ultimately being Sheeva and Leila.
Agreed. Me too.
And we are lip syncing to Believe by Cher.
Oh.
I was like, oh. Okay, it has been, I think, what was that? That was season 3 of US Drag Race. So it's been about 11 or 12 years since we've seen Believe as a lip sync song on Drag Race.
I mean, I was just happy I knew the song. I was like, I know this song. Hey, okay. But yes.
I thought the lip sync was fine.
It was fine. But I am going to say this. I did not agree with the winner because I was like, you broke the cardinal rule. And I feel like when you break the cardinal rule, I don't care what you do. When you do that, you go home. And Sheeva was doing really good. Really good up until this point. Then she decided to take off her wig. And it wasn't a wig reveal underneath it. I was like, and why would you take the wig off to not be in a wig reveal? Like it was, I mean, as much as I felt like she was winning the lip sync the whole time, because I do believe she was winning the lip sync the whole time.
Yeah.
The moment she did that, for me, I was like, oh, she needs to lose. She just lost it for me. You don't take off your wig. You don't take off your wig if it's not a wig reveal. Like, why would you do that? What? No, it didn't make sense to me. So that's just me.
My favorite part of this lip sync experience wasn't even the lip sync itself. It's watching with my roommate, and he goes, we're in the middle of the performance, and he's like, oh, good. Now, Sheeva, take off the wig. Fully joking. He's fully joking. And then a second later, she is taking off the wig. And I grabbed his arm. I'm like, you bitch. What the fuck? He was like, I am psychic. I'm like, you are psychic, apparently. Now, I will say overall, despite the wig, the removal, I agreed with the ultimate decision because unfortunately, Leila just couldn't do anything in this dress.
She really could not. She could not. I agree. I think Sheeva won the lip sync outright. Like, she won. Yeah. But I feel like once you break the cardinal rule, that's the rule that sends you home. And I feel like even with Leila not performing well, Sheeva should have went home because you don't take your wig off for no reason. And not doing the wig reveal.
Well, and Priscilla made sure to let her know.
She let her have it, baby. And I was like, get her. Get her again, Jade. Get her again.
Get her, Jade.
Get her
it's again. Like, you broke the cardinal rule of taking it. I didn't, because Priscilla's face, when she takes off the wig,
she was like,
Paula and Anna are over there like, yes. And Priscilla's just like, So I love, in this moment, I was like, you know what, Priscilla?
Yep.
You ate. I'm going to give you that, Priscilla. You ate.
What's 4 plus 4?
8.
Period.
I was like, okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But she still won the lip sync. And we lose our dear, dear Leila Yarn. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but I'm still sad.
I'm very sad about it.
Because I really, really did like it, Leila, a lot.
Me too.
But not surprised, though.
No. So next week, it's Final 5. It might be...
It's definitely the makeover challenge.
Well, it's the makeover challenge.
Oh.
It might be the last competitive episode before the finale.
With that? Oh. Well,
I've heard that it's a top 4.
Oh.
So,
well. I mean, they gave us... I mean, they did give us the biggest cast this season that we've had. So... Yeah. It would make sense for them to do something different and give us, well, not that different, but give us the Final 4.
Right.
I would love that. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I think there's a very clear Final 4. I think there's a very clear top 4 of this season based on track record, overall performance. And I would say that those 4 people are very deserving of it. And they all lack the word la in their name. So I think they all deserve to make it to the finale of this season of Drag Race Italia.
You said what you said.
I did. I did. I said what I said.
So. You did.
Before we go, we do have a draft update.
We do.
Oh, and this draft is juicy. Lana, unfortunately, you are still in 3rd place.
Absolutely.
With 79 points.
Okay.
The gag of it all is that David and I are tied.
Wow.
We are both tied with 100.5 points.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I'm now down to 2 members on my draft. Lana, you also have 2. David still has 3.
Well.
So.
There we go.
It's really going to come down to these last couple of episodes. I think it's going to come down to who ends up being top 2 and who ends up getting Miss Congeniality. And It's going to come down to all of it. But
Yep.
that is that. A cute little 45-minute episode for you all today on this day.
We love that for you.
And we want to thank you all so much for joining us for our coverage of Drag Race Italia. Let us know all your thoughts in the comments below, as you all always do, and we do greatly appreciate your comments, your support. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because like we said, we are here almost every day of the week giving you almost everything drag. We do the same over at the Cup TV with almost all things reality TV, and the Cup ESC for almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. We will be covering San Remo later this year, which I'm very excited. The San Remo list dropped. If y'all want to talk about the San Remo list, let us comment below. We'll talk about it. But do you remember, Lana, the woman that made the video cameo in like the first episode, Annalisa?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Well,
in this episode on Italia?
Yeah, on Italia.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the fabulous woman that made the cameo in episode 1. She's competed.
Well, good on her.
You might know Il Volo. Fabulous operatic Italian men. They're competing as well. There's a lot of lovely names that I'm excited. Very excited for that. So make sure to follow us on our socials as well: Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod. You could go follow both Lana and I as well on our socials down below, and you could go get your merch, including an unlimited cup mug, available down in the description as well. And with all that being said, cheers!
Cheers!
Woo.
Ciao, ciao!
Ciao, ciao. That's a San Remo reference for the people that care. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. So long, goodbye.